What's up gamers, Lecture here of 3 new builds for Diablo 4. Patch 111 is releasing tomorrow with a focus on buffing underused Sorcerer skills. Currently, cold damage builds, Ice Shards, and Blizzard are the most popular builds for Sorcerer. The coming update will hopefully buff Lightning and Fire builds to become more viable. In this video I'll be covering the top 3 most buffed Sorcerer skills and my builds utilizing them. The first build is the one I think has the most potential, Chain Lightning Sorcerer. These buffs are not increasing damage as much as the other 2 builds, but they will make it possible to have unlimited mana without the need for a basic attack. Recharging Aspect is being changed to return mana each time Chain Lightning bounces, instead of only when it bounces off the player. This will allow for mana generation while fighting multiple enemies. Another buff comes from Destructive Chain Lightning being increased from 25 to 30% chance to form crackling energy when it crits. It's possible to reach a 100% crit chance with Elementalist Aspect on an amulet, allowing multiple crackling energy orbs to form per cast of Chain Lightning. The mana generation comes from picking up crackling energy with Invigorating Conduit in the skill tree. The changes to Recharging Aspect and Destructive Chain Lightning get even better, with Aspect of Unbroken Tether being buffed from 2 to 4 additional Chain Lightning bounces. Alternatively, the new Greater Chain Lightning can be used for more damage if the crackling energy is not needed. This node is being changed to stack increasing damage on every bounce, instead of a one-time bonus after bouncing off the player. The second build I have is another lightning build, Ball Lightning Sorcerer. This skill only has one specific change to it, but it's a pretty big buff in damage. Currently, Gravitational Aspect causes Ball Lightning to orbit around the player, but decreases its damage by at least 10%. Patch 111 updates this aspect to increase damage by up to 25%. When comparing the ideal roles of dealing 90% damage before the update, and then 125% damage after the update, this patch increases total Ball Lightning damage by 39%. Mana generation stays the same, but Ball Lightning Sorcerer can utilize Invigorating Conduit with Wizard's Ball Lightning for generous spamming. Finally, my third build, Fireball Sorcerer, has some good updates in patch 111. Currently, Gloves of the Illuminator is lacking due to the damage penalty reducing damage by at least 55%. The idea behind these unique gloves is the bouncing fireballs could hit an enemy twice with the explosions in an overlapping area. But there are 2 problems with this right now. First, even with the most ideal rolls at 55% reduced damage, doing 45% damage twice is only 90% total damage, which means you lose DPS no matter what. This is being improved by reducing the damage penalty to 35% with an ideal roll, so dealing 65% damage twice will result in 130% total fireball damage. The second problem right now is that the overlapping area to hit an enemy twice is almost non-existent because the area of the explosion is not big enough and the offset distance for the bounce is too far away. This is being fixed by changing Enhanced Fireball to always give 50% increased radius instead of it scaling up to 50% with distance traveled. In addition, the first bounce is going to happen much closer to the player, making it easier to hit enemies right in front of you with both overlapping areas. Another positive change for this build is the aspect of 3 curses working with Fireball instead of just Meteor. With a 100% crit chance, this is 40% more damage or 80% more damage against healthy enemies with some nice one-shot potential. These damage increases sound pretty good, but I am worried about the mana generation for this build. Lightning builds have Invigorating Conduit, while cold builds have Frigid Breeze and Avalanche to manage mana. Fire builds have Fiery Surge, which doesn't even work right now, and even if it did work, it wouldn't help when you need it the most during boss fights. Fireball Sorcerer has to rely on a lengthy cooldown from Supreme Inferno for free casting, or maybe even a basic attack. Anyways, I could ramble on forever about theory crafting and playtesting, but you can check out the 3 new builds on Icy Veins. Join our Discord if you have any questions or feedback, and stop by my livestream tomorrow to see the new Sorcerer updates in action. Peace out and happy slaying.